Jalwan Yasharala, Kal Halalyam Yahweh, Bahasham Yahawashai, Bahasham Kodash. Give the honor to the apostles, the prophets, and elders of JMS Camp, and as great ministers for the being 100% children we are currently edified under. Today's lesson will be a very short and sweet lesson dealing with our adversaries, which are Esau, Edom. So let me get right into it, right? So, with understanding of the scriptures, we can identify that Esau, Edom is indeed our adversary and is indeed the devil, which I'm going to clarify real quick, because when you go into Isaiah chapter 63, I believe, I don't want to misquote, so I will check it. It's not 63, 65 and 19, where it says in the scriptures, and the people of the holiness of thy holiness, Salakia, have possessed it, but a little while. Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary, meaning the land of Israel, right? When you're going to go into even further to get the definition of adversary, right? Our adversary simply means, in the Strong's definition,
Strong's H 6862, Tsair,
which means adversary, foe, enemy, oppressor. Now, my question to you all: who oppressed the Jakes? Who was targeting the Jakes and oppressed them? Pertaining to Psalms chapter 83, with their plans and means to blot out the name of Israel from, or even their history, which we can't go into right now. That's why I want to make sure and put in understanding. Now, there are many people, but the ones who really did the dirt was Esau, Edom, which is our main adversary, which is known as the devil. So let's go into it. Psalms 83 and verses. I will go from 3 to about 6, just to give an understanding. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that has happened today, because there's a few of us that know that we are Israelites still. There are many people that still need to wake up and understand who we are. So they have successfully did that, showing you exactly who it is. When you go lower down, it says, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacle of Edom, and Ishmaelite and Moabite, but mainly Edom. Why? Why is Edom our main adversary? Because for one, when you go into Ezekiel chapter 36, I will go from 35, 36, 35. Let's go 35. We're 35 already. Let's go to it. Right? For one, with understanding, it says, when you go into the I'll read from 3, it says, and say unto it, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out thine hands, mine hands against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Why is that? Let's continue. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred against and hast shed blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, right? And in the time that their iniquities had an end, which is purely understanding. So this is the reason they are our main adversary. Not only that, when you go further into Ezekiel 6, which I'll grab real quick, is a reason why our adversaries took over that land, because when you go into Ezekiel 36 and 5, it says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, surely in the fire of my jealousy I have spoken against the residue of the heathens, and against all Idumeans, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, and the spiteful mind, to cast it out for a prey. So you see what they did? Their aim was really and truly to grab our land, take it away from us. Their eyes was already set onto our land. Alright? It's as clear as day. It's as clear as day, right? So with that being said, it's a short lesson. I want to close off here because it's music gonna get loud. But before we go into 1 Peter chapter 5 and and verses 8, which shows you, right, real quick, which you could probably expound upon another time. Verse 8, yes, it says, be sober and vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, when they go into the word devil, devil simply means, if you get in here, if you're not, we'll get to the etymology, which means, let me get, can't remember, let me get. It means slander and false accuser overall, right? In understanding, accuser, slander, devil, false accuser. Which, when you go into the etymology, real quick, real quick, I hope all they hear me. So I just let this thing load. Why this happening? Please vote right, good. Right, so back to what I was talking about, dealing with devil. Well, we already understand what it was, so let's go into the actual words itself. When they go into slander, right, it says a state of impaired reputation. Imagine that. A disgrace, dishonor in 1300s. It says a false tale. Right, it says a false tale, right, to discredit someone. I'll read it a little fast. It says a false tale or report spread maliciously. It says the fabrication and the dissemination of a false tale to discredit someone. Now let's understand and establish this. Who had Esau, Edom discredit? Didn't we now read what they were planning to do? In Psalm chapter 83 and verse, I think it's 3 to 6, what we just read. Did we just read what they tried to do? What they successfully did, to be exact? And that's the process of what we call iconoclasm, because when they go into it, which I have it right here, real quick, to show you, when they go into it, this is what they done. Now let's go into it a little bit and see what the Negroes and the Jews is. It says the Negroes claims to be Jewish is legitimate, because well, as far as we know, Jews are Judah, Benjamin and Levites, which are Negroes, right? It says the land of Israel is located in Western Asia and borders on North Africa. It says all of the native inhabitants of the region were non-white. That's correct. You heard it yourself. So if none of these areas had non-whites, how are they painted themselves into our books and onto our walls and our temples and so on and so forth? Well, it's a process called iconoclasm, which somebody was caught in 4K proceeded to do this. So when you go into the precepts itself, which you go and grab real fast, I don't think I need internet for this app, so it's gonna be at ease, at breeze 3 and 48. Okay, it says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images, which we know is Esau, Edom, because they changed all the images to white people. So clearly our main adversary is definitely Esau, Edom, because no other is coming after the Jake's neck but Esau, which has been happening from the beginning. So with that understanding, you should already understand what the scripture is talking about, our adversary, the devil, which is why even in roughly paraphrasing, the devil, right, shall deceive the whole world. That's how they did it, through the process of iconoclasm, making us them and making them us, making us look like we are nothing but evil and making them look like glorified bodies, when in reality it's the opposite. Just like the Messiah, the image of Messiah, which we showed just done, the image of the Messiah being painted a different color, which in understanding, this would be the one on the left side would be the fake image, because the scriptures already mentioned that his hair is woolly and he is dark skinned. Revelations 1 chapter 14 and 15, so you can check that out and get some understanding. And when you go into the word woolly, right, it's as simple as this. It says, we'll read from 1919 and we'll lower down. It says, the soft, fine, curly hair which covers sheep or goat, etc. Thick, crispy, curly hair as of a Negro. Now let's keep going. It says, the soft, fine hair which covers, no, wrong one. It says here, the soft, curled hair of sheep and other animals closely curled hair of Negroes. It's as simple as it is. So, and it even goes on to show that it says a person with black skin, thick lips, right, broad nose and woolly hair, a native or a descendant of a native of the equilateral Africa. Imagine that. That's the definition of the word woolly. So when you get that understanding, it's talking about a black man, a Negro man. That's who our Messiah was. All right, from the line of the tribe of Judah, that horn, that great horn, that's prophesied to come from the tabernacle of David. Right. So this is what he's talking about. Now I had a closer look now because I see some heads coming here, and they're about to start the operation here. So I hope you all get some understanding, because this is not the devil. This is not the devil. I'm going to show you. This is not the devil. Huh? This is Esau Edom, which is why Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hates him, because when they go into Revelation, Romans chapter, which you're going to close off on, Romans chapter 9 and verse 13, it says, as clear as possible, as it is written, Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated. They are what you call vessels fit for destruction. They are going to be destroyed after their captivity. Yes, and they are going to be captive before they get destroyed. So, I hope this really sums it up for y'all, because when you really watch the scriptures, the Most High hateth all evil, all abomination. And if he hate Esau, clearly Esau has to be an abomination, right? Let's go into it. It says, the Lord hateth all abominations, and they that fear the Most High love it not. So we ourselves have to not like or dislike or hate what is an abomination. And if Yahweh hates Esau, and the scriptures tell us to prophesy against them, then let's do the maths. So I hope you have the understanding, because this is the devil that deceived the whole world. Let's go into better understanding. This is Esau, the devil that deceived the whole world. Alright? Now we ain't talking about the spiritual entity Satan, we're talking about the devil, which deceived the whole world, which, as we know, is Esau Edom, because they are in control of all the systems of the world right now, and they are constantly making mandates to do horrendous things like the death shots and etc, etc. So be look out for it, right? Shalom Yasharala, Kal Halal Yam Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Yakakwadash, Barakataya. I pray this lesson was indeed edifying. Shalom to the elect, shalom to the Akiams and Akwads who sincerely in this truth. Shalom to, like I said, my elders, Abanayan, brother Abanayan, brother Matizadbat, and y'all, and the honesty, apostles and prophets and elders, and the members of JMS camp. Shalom.